Get the upper hand on your competition with SCUF controllers. Use code OGXRAYZ to get 5% off your entire order. Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another Black Ops 4 video. So today we're going to be talking about everything that the 1.12 patch did change, the big update today, along with explaining what's going on with the Mastery Camos and Progression Camos that were supposed to be coming to Zombies and Blackout with this update. So if you're freaking out about that, why isn't it there? What's going on? Is it being delayed? Don't worry, it's still coming this week, and we'll have some information in this video to let you guys know about that. So, if you guys do want to enjoy the video, do a huge favor for me, drop a like on the video if you are new. If you enjoy Black Ops 4, want to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest news, info, leaks, and more, then make sure you guys are subscribed. Slap that subscription button and turn on those notifications by hitting that little bell icon so you don't miss a single upload here on the channel. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk about this. This was a big post by Trark on Reddit detailing all of the changes that are coming here, or that came here in this update, along with what came into Xbox. And then also on top of that, they mentioned some league play stuff, which was a completely separate post that was all literally super detailed about why they changed stuff, when it's coming, and I'll give you guys the very bare minimum for that. If you want to see the full information, league play and stuff like that, I will have a link down in the description below. But to give you guys a quick summary of that, since I'm not going to spend so much time on it, they're changing up the way that it works, in that there's going to be shorter spans between the different events that they're going to have. Before, I think it would take like a full month, and they said that people would drop off and people felt like maybe they couldn't jump in because it was so long, or maybe they had spent so much time into it that they just didn't have enough time to catch up. And so because of that, they've decided to change the way league play works a lot. So these events are going to be running for a full week at first, and then after that they're going to have a brand new system put in place, which is going to be essentially a gauntlet type mode, where, you know, the first few days you do that. After that, there's a big event on the weekend that you can take part in, and it's supposed to continue on every single week. So it seems like it's going to be really cool. And then probably the biggest news you want out of that, when is it coming? It's apparently scheduled to be coming mid-February. They don't have an exact date defined just yet because of the way that publishing rights go with PS4, Xbox One, PC, and all that stuff. So they want to make sure they have all of that set and good, and then they'll announce when it's going to be coming. But for now, keep in mind, mid-February, along with update 1.13, is probably when we're going to be expecting league play to come. And there's a lot coming from that. I might actually make a full video on that later today, just talking about what league play is going to be like, the evolution of it. But if you want to know bare minimum, really all you care about, when's it coming? Mid-February. Now with that said, let's go ahead and talk about all the other changes that we had in Black Ops 4. Our 1.12 update starts rolling out today at 10 AM Pacific time on PS4 and Xbox One on Black Ops 4. There's a lot included in this update, so we're going to go through it. Our 1.12 update brings new gameplay improvements and featured playlists to multiplayer, including Blackjack gun game featuring the new Cap 45 auto pistol in the mix, and the debut of Hardcore Mosh Pit in the featured category. Endurance Chaos Mosh Pit also returns by popular demand, joining Mercenary Capture Mosh Pit and Safeguard in the featured category. Looking ahead, our next multiplayer weapon balance pass is underway and planned for our upcoming 1.13 update slated for February. This is planned to include weapon balances in both core and hardcore, potential tuning changes for attachments, and more. So I'm excited to see what they do with that in the next one, but that won't be around until at least February. So I'm thinking maybe first, second week of February, we'll definitely see about that. All right, so for Blackout, they said that they've made a new round of tuning changes with the update focusing on armor, concussion, grenades, and cluster grenades in Blackout. Now, I wanted to make a video showing you guys what these different changes look like, but unfortunately, Black Ops 4 takes a million years to copy. I don't know why it takes so long. The downloads are fast. The copying takes well over an hour, sometimes even 2 for me. I think it's because I use an external hard drive, but I wanted to show you guys. I wasn't able to. But essentially, they changed the way that armor, concussions, and cluster grenades work, and there's some detailed information on here which I can give you guys here in a bit. Now, they said this included reductions in damage mitigation percentages of all 3 levels of armor, removed explosive and melee protection from level 3 armor, reduced the status effect duration and radius for concussions, increased the fuse time and the mini cluster damage for the cluster grenade. So essentially, they nerfed the little mini clusters so that they don't do as much damage, and they'll have a full list of changes down here below. They also added a brand new ambush mode in Blackout. Now, I am going to have a live gameplay of ambush up later today. Once this copying is done and I jump into a game of it, I'll have a live game. I don't know if it's solo or if it's like in squads or duos. I'm not really sure exactly, but to give you guys information on what exactly that mode is like, It says that it's going to be a new limited time mode where players only have sniper rifles, melee attacks, and launchers at their disposal in a circle that never stops collapsing once it starts. Down Without Out will continue on for its second week here on other platforms and will be replaced by Ambush next week. So if you're on Xbox, you have to play Down Without Out one more week. Next week, you guys get Ambush, and we'll continue on from there. Alright, so what exactly is going on with full camo progression in Blackout? Were you freaking out? Did you go in there and there was no challenges, or maybe even in zombies? Well, specifically for Blackout, this is what they had to say. Full camo progression is also planned to come to Blackout later this week on PS4, featuring a new mechanic to unlock different weapon camos as you play through Blackout matches. We'll have more information on what to expect as we get closer to adding this feature, which includes a path to unlocking Gold, Diamond, and Dark Matter in Blackout. Zero's outfit unlock mission is also scheduled to drop in Blackout later this week on PS4, adding a new quest to unlock the Numbers outfit for Zero in multiplayer and Blackout. I'm very excited for that. I don't really use Zero a lot, but it would be pretty dope to also get my Numbers outfit for her character. I still have to get a few of them, man. It sucks, man. It's just so RNG based in Blackout that it's really hard to actually complete the challenges when you do get it, because if you get it late, then it's nearly impossible. But anyways, big news there. Progression camos, so all those special looking camos that I made a video on that were leaked the other day. Check out that video in case you guys missed it. But that, along with Mastery camo progression challenges, are going to be available later this week. I don't know what day this week it's going to be, but do keep in mind it's coming, and it should be this week. And if I had to guess, it's probably going to be in a hotfix, so we'll definitely see about that. As for zombies, it's a big week for zombies. Classic and loot weapons arrived in the mystery box in all zombies maps with this update, including the MP40, Grav, Damon 3XB, SWAT RFT, and the Cap 45. Camo progression will also become available in the armory for the MP40 and Grav, with progression and customization for loot weapons available in the armory as these weapons are unlocked in the black market. Several gameplay improvement, bug fixes, and stability updates have been made across the board, and we're also planning on adding additional support for Mastery camos, Gold, Diamond, and Dark Matter in zombies shortly after our 1.12 update goes live, as well as support for Mastercraft reactive camos and black market camos in the armory. So essentially, if you're wondering, well, what exactly is going on with those Mastery camos, those are going to be coming also, it says shortly after the 1.12 update goes live, so it might even be today. But just keep in mind, this week at least, or at the bare minimum, the next few days, we will get this Mastery camo challenges completed, so you guys can use them in zombies, along with the support for Mastercraft's reactive camos and camos you could buy from the black market, like Rocket Box, which did come today, as well in the Blackjack market, or also the Cherry Blossom camo, etc. So if you do want to use those, it's probably going to be coming maybe even later today, but do keep in mind it's coming a little bit after this update. So we'll definitely have information on that more once it does come out, and I'll let you guys know about it on Twitter, so follow me over there if you guys want to know immediately when it is live. Not only that, but a second gauntlet has arrived on PS4 with the Vini Vidi Zombie Gauntlet, which is on 9, which is one of my favorite maps. I can't wait to check it out. But it's going to be offering 30 new rounds of insane challenges to put your zombie killing prowess to the test. Remember, each gauntlet match is timed for competitive play, and we can't wait to see the best speedruns to come out from the community. Jump in, start slaying. So I can't wait to try that out as well. I don't think I'm going to do anything live on there, but it is there. In case you guys want to do that, Gauntlet on 9, one of my favorite maps to try out, and I think it's going to be a fun one, so if you like zombies, should be a pretty fun day for that as well. Alright, so if you're on Xbox, the Barbarian special event will be available now on all platforms, so Xbox, PC, you're both getting the Barbarian event, which comes with a new Road Trip, Reactive Camo, and the Cap 45, so get out there, get grinding, a lot of free content out there to get. As for the competitive update, they've incorporated all the feedback from Call of Duty World League, from players and some members of team management and large Call of Duty competitive communities, and today they're announcing several updates to the CWL competitive rule set, along with plans for the World League Hub and League Play. So if you want to see the full details, like I said on that earlier in the video, then check out the link down in the description below. I might have a video on this as well later today, but just to be safe, check that out. I'll have a link down below, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it looks like there's a lot of moving parts on there, so check it out, link down below. But anyways, here's a summary of what today's update actually did. Blackjack's gun game added as a featured playlist in multiplayer, Hardcore Mosh Pit, Endurance Chaos Mosh Pit, Mercenary Capture Mosh Pit, and Safeguard added to the featured category in multiplayer, tuning adjustments for armor, concussion grenades, and cluster grenades in Blackout, classic and loot weapons added to the mystery box in zombies, Armory support for classic and loot weapons in Zombies. Barbarian special event continues on PS4 live today on Xbox One and PC. The Ambush limited time mode was added as a featured playlist on Blackout in the PS4. It's coming next week for Xbox. New 9 Gauntlet and Zombies Vini Vidi Zombie on PS4 coming next week for Xbox. Various gameplay improvements and crash fixes across multiplayer, Blackout, and Zombies. As for specific stuff that came today for PS4, we had the new limited time mode for Ambush. For Zombies, we had the new Gauntlet mode that came in as well. So both of these modes will be coming next week to Xbox One and PC. So what came to PS4 and Xbox One today, both at the same time? Well, Blackjack Gun Game was also added as well, so that should be on both Xbox and also on PS4. The Hardcore Mosh Pit, the Endurance Mosh Pit, that should both be coming as well today as the featured items or the featured playlists in the menu for Xbox and also PS4. There's a ton of different changes and fixes that they added. So for Heist, they fixed something that had the ghost perk not working for the auto UAV sweep, and there's just a ton of fixes for that kind of stuff. As for Blackout, there was actually a ton of detailed information on what this update actually did. So for armor, they actually reduced the protection, which is awesome, and these are the number drop-offs for that. So for level 1 armor, where it normally does 30% reduction, that actually got lowered down to 15. Level 2 armor went from 40% to 25% damage reduction, and then level 3 went from 50% to 35%, which that is an insane drop-off actually, because now it's essentially doing about the same amount of damage protection as a level 1 armor used to have before. Still more than all the other ones, so you're still going to want to get a level 3 armor, but still that's a significant drop-off from 50 to 35%, which I think is good. It's probably no longer going to feel like it takes a million years to kill someone who has a level 3 armor. So they removed the explosive damage resistance from level 3 along with the melee weapon damage reduction that it had before. They increased the armor plate required to repair a single durability pipe of level 3 armor from 1 to 2. So it's going to take you more armor plating and maybe even more than you can actually carry to completely fix a level 3 armor. As for concussion grenades, they reduced the status effect duration, they reduced the area of effect, they reduced the throw distance on it as well, so you're not going to be able to just throw it and chuck it from a million miles away. They reduced the opacity of the white flash when initially concussed, so now you can see a little bit more. When concussed, players can now use equipment, continue holding equipment, perform melee attacks, and switch weapons, which is also really good. They reduced the hipfire spread while concussed as well. So now if you're like trying to spray someone when you're like concussed and you're hip firing, now you should be able to have it a little bit tighter, so it's not just, you know, useless to try to hip fire. For cluster grenades, they increased the time to detonate after impact. No information on how much exactly. We'll definitely check that out later in the day. They reduced the damage of many cluster grenade explosives as well, which I think is good. As for the general fixes, players can now aim sights immediately after interacting with a door. I didn't even realize that was an issue, but it's a good thing they fixed that guy. And then they fixed a couple of UI stuff which were not working. So for instance, the Ultimus crew, their voiceovers were not working, and now they should be working. And then for long shot medals or long shots on the scoreboard, they're now being properly shown in the after action report. By the way, both of these changes, like the stuff we talked about in multiplayer and Blackout that I've mentioned so far, is on PS4 and also on Xbox One, along with some of the stuff here that came for Zombies, like the classic loot and the weapons, also on Xbox. They had some stability changes, some miscellaneous changes, Blood of the Dead map specific stuff. So if you want to see all of that, go ahead and check it out. But then the final bit of information here for Xbox One and PC, the only real thing that came to both of those today was the new special event for the Barbarian special event. So anyways, guys, that is all the changes that we did have today in update 1.12. I will have maybe another video later today talking about League Play, what's going on with that, what to expect when it does come out, like the system, what it's going to be like when you actually boot up League Play and when you play. So if you want to see that video later today, make sure you guys are subbed up, have those notifications on. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Hopefully you guys found it informative and helpful. If you did, do me a huge favor and drop a like on the video, guys. Super appreciated and incredibly helpful. And if you are new to the channel, if you want to see even more videos like these, I'm going to have a ton more Call of Duty Black Ops 4 news, info, rumors, leaks, and more coming. So make sure you guys are subscribed and have notifications on so you don't miss a single upload here on the channel. If you want to support the channel directly, you guys can do so by checking out my channel memberships. You get access to early content, exclusive videos, special badges, and a whole bunch more. So go ahead and check that out only if you're willing and able to. And the last but not least, if you guys want to talk about anything, Twitter is the best place to talk. Constantly talking over there, so if you want to talk, see what I'm up to, anything really, go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter at OGXRAYZ. Link down below, along with links to my gaming and second channel. You guys take care. I'm out. Peace.